Hi guys, we are going to look at a Pekka deck backed by an Ice Wizard. I like to start with Pekka right off the bat. That's one of my methods anyway. We'll see a couple here. We're going to slow down some of these on the left side. I find that Pekka is pretty strong. He can pretty much protect himself. Sometimes I give him a little backup, especially if he's been hit before, but we'll see that later on. On the right, I'm giving him some backup with those skeletons so that those minions have something to work on other than Pekka. Take a little damage on the left. I had to pick one or the other to defend, and I knew I had some room over there. Sometimes you have to make a sacrifice knowing that it's all in the good of the game. We have to get all of our elixir built all the way back up. That's a really important move. Some amateurs make is they try and go in when they don't have enough power. I just met that skeleton, that bomb skeleton, with a Pekka, and I didn't back him up until after the bomb was blown. And now I'm going to give him some backup so I know that if anything with a minion group or a skeleton army come in, I can take him out with my darts there. Just going with a repeat on the right side. Just hit it with the skeleton army, and I'll take that out pretty well. I'm slowing down the ones on the left. Gonna take some damage there because you gotta sacrifice sometimes in order to build up to get your next play. So you're gonna see me lose a tower, but it all gets made up for because what we're doing is we're just building up so that we can make this great play. And that happens. Sometimes you make a mistake and you step on your toes, and then you come in and you fix it. So here we go. I'm gonna drop this guy closer to the center because I want to distract that skeleton. You're gonna see me take a hit from the balloon there. It's not gonna be substantial enough to cause an issue, and I'm gonna meet it with my minion Hoard, excuse me. They're gonna come with that repeat again, always with that same play, and then we're gonna meet them with what we already have developed. Sometimes when you have the Pekka in, you can just build him up to where he's so strong. And see, they made a mistake there. They really needed to meet me with something that could take out that Pekka and something that could take out a big group, because you saw what happened. I got in there with the Pekka, taking the hit so that none of the small stuff was getting hit, and then I just cloned it, and that was enough to take out the whole tower. Alright, let's do it again. This is the same deck. Sometimes I like to say good luck beforehand and even afterwards to give them a good send-off. I'm going to go in hot with the Pekka right up close so I can see what they're coming with. Oh, all right. No problem there. I can take that out, back that up with my minions. Okay, now we're getting an idea of all the stuff they've got. They're fighting with towers. And since we're there, hey, let's throw that clone in and get a little action. Okay, here comes a wizard. I like to let the wizard get close enough to where he locks onto something, and then it's really easy to just take him out really quick, because they're pretty fragile. Once they're locked on, they won't let go. Freeze him so he can't do too much damage in the meantime. Got taken out pretty easy there. Going with that skeleton army. I don't know why they met me with the laser tower, because that obviously was taken out pretty easily by the skeleton army. Don't mind my notifications that keep popping up. Jeez, so rude. All right, coming in. We are going to go ahead and let this build so we have enough power. I'm going to meet him with this Dark Goblin and a herd of minions. A horde of minions and a Dark Goblin will take out this entire group, including the babies afterwards, which is kind of like the mess that you have left to clean up when they hit you with that. And if you'll notice, I had my freeze ready. I knew they were going to defend me at the tower, so I just went ahead and threw it down to meet whatever they had coming before it even dropped in. Okay, once again, we're going to let this elixir build all the way up. Actually not, I'm going to go 3/4. And drop in that Pekka there, because Pekka's pretty strong. He can get through a lot of stuff, and I think that just getting to the tower with one hit is going to take it down. That's all I needed. And that's going to allow them to spend a lot of elixir. Okay, I'm going to slow them down coming through and get my Dark Goblin in here. Oh, that didn't work out. That's okay, that's okay. So on the right side, you see that we need to handle that situation again. And so I just went ahead and dropped in Minion Hoard and 1 Fireball, or Fire Spirit, rather. They met me again with that laser tower, which really isn't the best thing to do when you've got a group coming at you. That's the best thing to do when you've got something big and strong. That would have been a really good thing to meet the Pekka with on the other side, if you could get it in a position where it was going to lock onto the Pekka and not any of my small stuff. But you can see here, we were even able to get the big tower and get a 3-win. Send him off with good luck. And let's do one more. You guys can watch me do one more with this deck. Kind of get an idea of how I run people with this deck. This has been a really great deck, and I would suggest using it, especially if you're just getting going, or maybe you're a level 6 or 7 in the game. Okay, I'm gonna start on the Dark Goblin because I was full of elixir, and I hate wasting it. I hate to have it just sit there. So, you know, bait him out a little bit. Okay, I got my Pekka in there. Unfortunately, I got him in there behind the Goblin, but that's okay because Pekka is super strong, and I see all that they're going to meet me with is that Valkyrie and a bomb, and now they're trying to slow me down a little bit, but I can get in there and get a couple whacks, and that will get this game going. Okay, so now we've got a pretty strong setup coming at me. It's tough to defend, actually, the Mini Pekka and the balloons at the same time because you've got a lot of air and ground coming at you all at once. So I threw in there the Dark Goblin. Didn't work out very well, but that's okay because as soon as that wizard is locked onto something, he's incredibly fragile. Meet him with the minions. Gonna throw in another Fire Spirit just for good measure. It didn't really work out. Actually, none of that did. They came at me with the Snowball, which is one of the featured cards right now for wintertime. We're in January 2023. Okay, I met that knight with the classic skeleton army. That's pretty much the go-to to defend him. And if you'll see, I just took a lot of hits. My tower is half down here, and I'm going to need to step up my game. I have 48 points on the right tower on the opposite side here. I have 1 minute and 16 seconds left on the game and a classic Valkyrie with a wizard coming at me. But luckily, I knew that the Valkyrie can be stopped pretty easily and my Pekka cannot. One hit from the Pekka to the wizard is going to end that wizard. And so I'm going to stick this ice wizard in behind the Pekka to give me a little bit of support. That slowed down the mini Pekka, which allowed my Pekka to get in there. And that's going to block so that my minions can get in there without any issues. Once the minions are backing up that Pekka, I can hit him with the clone because the Pekka is taking all of the hits from the tower. And that is going to really get some substantial action going on this tower, allowing my goblins to come in and finish the job. So don't get discouraged when your main tower is half down. You can very well still take it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.